Morning, everybody. Yesterday I went and picked some teas that I would like to drink. Here's cedar. We all know cedar. But I was going to show you the difference, how to tell by just looking at your needles and stuff. I tell the difference between pine. This is pine. And with pine, as you can see, there's a jack pine here. I've got two needles here that are growing out of the branch in pairs. Now with pine you can have 5 needles or 5 needles, 3 needles, up to 7. It's 2. But and you can see how much longer they are too compared to the spruce. Now with the spruce here, the spruce grows out singly out of the branch. One of the quickest ways to tell whether it's spruce or not, though, is spruce will turn in your finger. It's square, right? So it will turn around, where pine won't. It's just flat, right? It doesn't spin turn very well, where spruce does. Okay, I've got fir here. This is fir. Now fir grows flat, and the needles are fairly soft, especially compared to spruce. Spruce is a very coarse needle. This is my favorite tea. This is the first tea I'll be drinking, and I'm going to be mixing this with rose hips. Rose hips is just chock full of vitamin C. All the kids should be drinking this through the winter. All the kids. Adults too. What I like to do with these, though, when I pick these in the fall, these are, you can still use them. I just picked them in the winter, right? But you can string them like you string popcorn. You just pop off the end here. Usually that end has little spikes on there. Well, you just pop that end out, put your needle through. It's like popcorn. Let it dry. You can have it hanging above your sink or whatever, and just take off as many as you need and make your tea. So yes, my first tea is, I'll put probably about 4 rose hips. I'm just going to be putting it in my mug. This is my sister and myself. Me and my sister. I love this mug. But yes, and pine. If you're pregnant, you should not be drinking pine. There's a few pines you shouldn't be drinking at all. They say ponderosa pine is one of the ones that you shouldn't be drinking. But I found research that has said both. Some say you can drink it, and others says you can't. I don't care much for pine. I just don't like the taste. But definitely, if you're pregnant, do not drink pine. Okay. Fir. I don't mind fir. It's not my favorite. Spruce is my favorite. My favorite bush tea is Labrador tea and spruce tea. And there's some other good ones out there, but it's my favorite. Sometimes I'll throw some yarrow into my teas, and yarrow is the woman's plant. Very bitter, and doesn't take much to know that it's in your tea. But what yarrow does, and it has so many properties to it, I'll get into that when the flowers are out. But I was just going to say what yarrow does is it's almost like a nursemaid. It will, whatever medicine, say I'm dealing with your stomach, and I've got a couple different things in there, and throw a little bit of yarrow in there, and that yarrow will take that medicine right to where it needs to go. Wherever you need the most healing, that yarrow, it's like it takes it by the hand and just takes the medicine to that spot. I love yarrow. It's not very good tasting, but it's very beneficial. It's the woman's plant, but we'll get to that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your little tree lesson. I do have this on Facebook, but that was a couple years ago. So, anyway, peace out and have a good day.